Hey out there, really excited to be back working on the Snowcat. Today we're working on the side boxes and the bed frames or cot frames. That's going to give us a lot of options for storage in the side boxes, but also the ability to have a bed frame if we want to do some overland camping, or in the potential SAR, search and rescue instance, a cot for getting people off the mountain if we need to. So with that, we're going to work on these. Right now it's currently working on the frame itself. We're getting the hinge spacing out, because that's the challenge, is you hinge the two over on top of each other. You want to have enough gap that nobody's going to get a finger pinched in there, but yet it doesn't rattle, because as you know, when you're working on a track vehicle, they've got enough rattles and shakes into them, so you want to make sure that your equipment inside doesn't rattle and drive the operators nuts. So you can see I'm using a guide. I clamp a guide down, then measure at least 2 times, if not 3 or 4 times, and then I pull a straight line with that. That really helps for a tip if you need it. Cleaning up takes a lot less time when you've got a nice straight clean cut edge. So polishing those up, getting those prepped for welding into the trays. Flip those over, get a little grinding going on. And then it looks like we'll get some extra help showing up here. So we're tack welding these in place. That's going to give us the ability to flip those over and work on both sides. Clean up one side. Oh, yep, looks like I had a little green gremlin here helping move that stuff around for the camera. But I've got a friend that says you can never have enough vice grip. So I think I got 5 of the C clamps. I think I could use about a dozen actually working on this project. Between the C clamps, the regular vice grips, and the welding vice grips I should have enough to have it covered, but you can never have too many. Putting the welds on the bottom side allows it to have a nice smooth surface on the top side so it doesn't catch your seat cushion, and then we're able to smooth those welds out, fit and finish to be flawless, so that again you don't get caught on them when it's in the cot position, and then it's not catching on the seat cushions when it's in the seat position. Putting a weld about every 8 inches, a 1-inch bead, lays that in nice so that that sheet metal is not going to do any vibration while it's in here. These here are the bed frames or the bottoms of the seats, depending on how it's sitting. Again, just clamping them on so they don't move while we're welding. And that magnetic X grip that I've got definitely allows me to take some more interesting angles. I know some of you out there wanted a few more live videos versus the time lapse, but this is literally about 4 hours worth of work here that I'm cramming into 5 minutes. So I think a little voiceover here is warranted versus doing the live action that would drag out. I know some of you are really into this, but you get the gist of it. And if welding is something you want to learn, go ahead and find yourself somebody that does weld, or welders are cheap enough now. You can go find one online real cheap and just watch some YouTube videos and start practicing. That's the best way to learn, is just by doing. So getting everything prepped here so that we can paint it, just doing some finishing touches on the grinding, cleaning that up, smoothing that out, and then go ahead and wiping it down, getting that surface completely free of dust and debris so we can paint it up. So next we're going to start installing this after the paint dries. I'm going to go ahead and get those side boxes mounted now. I mounted them, I bolted them in, and so that it allows you to, if you ever wanted to completely take them out. So these boxes hinge open to the outside. So imagine them closed down on the center and then they hinge up to the outside, but yet that top edge flips down, creates that bunk in the center. So you got both flip open. You still got an 18-inch walkway through the center with both bunks down. So completely comfortable for anybody that wants to do some overland camping. So just finishing putting these bolts in, and that's about it for this episode. So if you like this, be sure to go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thanks again.